Do I have the greatest Call of Duty Zombies tier list of all time? We're gonna find out right now. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, let's hop right into it. Alrighty, so I am doing a tier list basically on every single Call of Duty Zombies map of all time. And if you're wondering what criteria there are, I'm essentially doing it on, is there an Easter egg? How hard is their Easter egg? How good is the map looking? Is it sexy to look at? Does it have good colors? Is the map really replayable? Does it have a lot of fun aspects to it? A lot of these maps I have played a very minimal amount on, and a lot of them I have so many hours on them that I don't want to tell you. So there's a lot of different things going on, but we're basically just gonna see what we can kind of rank here in the best way possible. But we do have some categories from haven't played to if I really truly haven't played that map, I'm gonna put it there. But I mean, I've played basically every map, even if it's not a lot. But let's just hop right into it with some super. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick one. Boom. Origins. Oh no, this is not, I'm gonna put it in good for now, but this is not a good start because everyone that I know puts Origins all the way up top, and my god, I have the complete opposite. I think Origins is, because I have played a ton of Origins, but I am not addicted to it. I haven't learned all the staff parts, I haven't learned where everything is, but I think if I learn the map really well, I might like it more. But Origins is going to go in great for me. I mean, it's a great map. It's a phenomenal map. It's never hooked me in. I feel like if you're a new player trying to get into it, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to get into just because of the staff parts, and you have to watch 17 tutorials on how to get anything. And don't even get me started on trying the Easter egg as a new player. You're screwed, man. But overall, I think it's a great map. I think it's a very, very, very well-made map. Just the mud kind of pisses me off too. But that's, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, whoever I'm sorry. Zombies in Spaceland. Oh no, people are gonna hate me. Okay, Zombies in Spaceland is easily one of the best zombies map I think is ever created. It's one of the best maps I've ever played. The Easter egg is phenomenal. The map looks phenomenal. Sure, it's an Infinite Warfare, which wasn't a favorite, but this is going in best. It's not the best zombies map of all time. It's not. But it's one of the greatest zombies maps of all time. It's in a theme park, man. How can you not like it? You know, I'm sorry that it's above Origins by so much, but I have to put it up there. It's one of the greatest maps of all time. Let's close our eyes, pick another. Descent, immediately worst. Anything with exo zombies, you're gone. That movement is terrible. That game is horrible. I will die on this hill that no matter what Advanced Warfare Zombies map it is, Noah J, look the other way, you're gonna hate this, but no matter what Zombies map it is, terrible. Don't even talk to me in that aspect. We are not doing it. It's so bad. Even if the Easter egg was good, come on, man, don't even. Okay, Chronicles Ascension. Okay, Ascension, I'm just gonna put it here for now. It's one of the greatest Zombies maps of all time just because of the training spot. I think it's a great time. If there weren't any monkeys on the map, this would be incredible for me. This would be right in this category, but the monkeys annoy me so much that I just, every time I think of, let me play Ascension, I think of the monkeys and I go like, I don't really want to deal with them. So it's going to go in good. I think it's a great map. It's Chronicles Ascension, so there are Gobblegums, obviously. It's not regular Ascension, but I think it's a good map. I don't think it's the greatest map of all time. It's a good map. If the monkeys weren't there, it would go in incredible. I think the monkeys are the dumbest thing. I don't want to protect my, I cannot. I do not want to do that. Let's close our eyes, pick another. Infection, immediately. There's no chance. I remember watching the trailer for Infection, and I'm like, there's no chance we're making a map on a burger joint, and there's no chance that it all looks the same color. I mean, I'll be honest, in Advanced Warfare, the maps were so gray that I had to literally bump up my NVIDIA settings to 5,000 just to see some color. I'm kidding, there's no NVIDIA settings back then, but you know what I mean. Like, I would do that if I could. I would bump the saturation all the way because the maps just look like a gray zone of war. It's just terrible. It's not ideal. Close our eyes, on to the next. Carrier. Why am I getting all exo zombies? And this is ridiculous. Carrier was probably the map that I played the most Advanced Warfare Zombies on. Don't ask me why. I think it's the only one I did the Easter egg on, but don't even ask me why. I was in a bad space back then. I was very young playing Advanced Warfare. I thought the game was phenomenal back then. The multiplayer, I grinded so much. I remember when I got to like, you get to like 15 prestiges, and then they said, you guys want more prestiges? They added the same 15 extra prestiges, just made all the icons gold. Like, hey, great job. You really did something there. What a joke. I think Sledgehammer has never made a good Call of Duty. I will die on that hill. MW2, not even that good. Okay, next one. Let's go. 5. this is gonna ruffle some feathers. 5 is, it's a zombies map. It's definitely a zombies map. It's not my favorite at all, just because the big guy scared the crap out of me when I was younger. Wonder Weapon is pretty cool. Would I play this map on, you know, I don't know, on a day where I just want to play zombies? Absolutely not. Would I play this map if my friends asked me to? I mean, probably, but I mean, this is going to go on average. That's all it is. It's average. There's nothing else to it. There's truly nothing else to it. Let's see what's next. We have Alpha Omega. The last video that you guys will see is me playing Alpha Omega for the first time. Worst zombies map of all time. I'm not even kidding. That map was horrible. I would rather play Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies over it, and I'm not even kidding. I had absolutely zero fun. I think Nuketown is a great multiplayer map, but once they add it to zombies, it's automatically terrible. And then as soon as they added the underground bunker, and sure, it's an extended Nuketown, I prefer old Nuketown more. I don't know why. The layout was better. Even though it's the same layout, there was barriers in certain spots. It's just, I do not like Alpha Omega at all. I think it is absolutely a terrible, terrible map. I think it's the worst map of all time, and I'm sorry if you love it. I despise it. Next, the Giant. Okay, this map is, when Black Ops 3 came out, this map was like teased. It wasn't teased. It was like, this was with Shadows of Evil, and obviously it didn't have like an insane Easter egg, but the map was beautiful to look at. It's got all the nostalgia factors. This is an incredible map. It's easily an incredible map. I won't put it on best because there's no Easter egg. There's nothing really to do besides go for high rounds, but I mean, you could get like that one perk by melting the machine, but I will not put it at best. I will put it at incredible because it is an incredible map to look at, play at, and just, oh, it's so good. Next, Call of the Dead. Oh God, Call of the Dead is one of those maps where I was super young when I played it. I was terrified of the big guy. He scared the ever-living crap out of me. I did not know what he was doing half the time with that hammer. He was swinging that thing. But Call of the Dead it's a fun map. You can't really get to around 100. You can't really do anything on it because the Wonder Weapon, like, the Wonder Weapon was horrible. If the Wonder Weapon was really, really, really good, like, I don't know, like the Apothecary Servant, like imagine it was something like that, which it will never be because they didn't have the thinking brains back then, but I'd probably put out like incredible or great, but it just doesn't, I don't know. It's a good map. Would I play it above 5? Yes. So, but I wouldn't play it above Ascension. So Call of the Dead that's what it's going to be for me. It's got to be. Let's go next. Zetsubou no Shima. I'm going to put it in average for now, but throat's getting a little clogged. Zetsubou no Shima was one of my favorite Easter eggs of all time. I remember the map dropped, and I mean, everyone was going nuts for the Easter egg, and this was the first zombies map that I ever completed an Easter egg solo in. So this has great memories for me. It's a phenomenal map. The watering the plant thing, it's all right. I mean, I didn't really love it. I'm putting it behind Origins, but it's a great map. I think it's a phenomenal map, and it's a great map. I really can't say anything else about it. It's a great map. Black Ops 3 is always great. Kino der Toten, my best friend, right? He will die on this hill. If this was his tier list, he's putting Kino right there. If this is his tier list, he's putting Kino at the very best. It's the greatest map of all time for him. For me, it's a great map. It's a phenomenal map. I absolutely love it. I love going for high rounds on it. I love doing all of that. But it's very dry. You can open all the doors in like, what, 3 rounds? Maybe if that. If you're playing on Black Ops 3, you get one shopping free. The whole map's open. You get around it in a minute. So it's not the most phenomenal map, but would I play it above Zetsubou? Probably not. Would I play it above Chronicles Ascension? Yes. So I put it in good. It's a good map. Nothing I would really, really die on the hill for. Next map, Farm. Oh my God. This is, you know, it's bad. I'm putting it in bad because it's nowhere near Advanced Warfare bad. It's 10 times better than Alpha Omega, just because I played that one game mode in Farm where you're a zombie and then you're a player and then you're fighting. You're trying to get the play. I mean, guys, I don't remember what that game mode was called. It was great. But Farm, I mean, let's be honest, not a good map. Probably one of the worst of all time. Would I rather play it over all of these? I would play it 30 times over them. So I'm dying on the hill. Next, let's go. Chronicles Moon. Okay. I suck at Moon. I'll be honest. I think the map's great. I think it's a phenomenal map. I 100% like playing it. The problem with Moon is that I don't give it time to fully understand it. I think it's a really, really, really good map. I think it's one of the best maps ever made, I'll be honest, especially on Chronicles where it just looks so good. It just feels so good. I'm going to put it in great behind Zetsubo because I think, guys, I like Zetsubo a little bit more than Moon. I'll be honest. It won't be an incredible. These two categories for me, incredible and best, they're very hard to get into, okay? They are very hard to get into, but I am very picky with those. Let's go next. Town. Okay, Town is one of the best things that came out of Transit. The best thing that came out of Transit. Everything else at Transit sucked, but Town was the only map that I would genuinely play on Transit. Like, there on Black Ops 2, I would only really play Town and Origins. I mean, there was nothing else to do. I'd double up, get the Mustang and Sally, and just try to pop off. I'd start the game at like round 50 or whatever it was, and I'd try my best. I mean, half the time I would die immediately, but that's besides the point. I will put it probably in the good category, probably at the end. I mean, it's a good map. I might even put it in average. I'm gonna put it in average above 5. It's a good map. It's not great, and that's really it. Nothing else really to say for it. Let's go next. Chronicles Shangri-La. Shangri-La is another map that I haven't given the time of day to. I've never completed the Easter egg. I've never done that. The map looks great. It's very intimidating. It's terrifyingly scary. I might go for some of these Easter eggs if you guys want me to. I mean, I have never done them. I think it's a good map, though. I really do. I'm going to put it behind Moon in the great category. I think it's a great map. I really do. It's obviously just doesn't have the greatest features, like where are you going to train? You got the baby gun, which honestly gives it a boost. I think that thing is so funny. I think it's great. But besides that, I'm going to leave it at there. I mean, this list is probably going to make Telexify and NoJ cry in a hill, but that's besides the point. The Tortured Path. Oh my God. This is, talk about gray. Oh my gosh. This is just, it's like Picasso went on there, threw out his paint, spit on it, and then started drawing. Like, it's so bad. I'll be honest. I'd rather play it over Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega is we've already gone over that. Tortured Path is terrible. I'd honestly play it over all the Advanced Warfare maps. I really, really, really would. I just don't think it's a good map. Easter egg, you know, it's not a good time. I'll be honest. It's not a good time. Let's go next. Challenge Shuffle. Okay, this is a very difficult map to interpret because the Easter egg was the hardest thing of all time. It's just, it's not even hard. It's just I have to get 30,000 different things in order to do it. And then I'm versing a rat. Let's be honest. We're fighting a rat. It's not a great map. I mean, I'm putting it in bad above farm. I mean, it's not a great map. I'd rather play 5 in town over it, but it's not a phenomenal thing to look at. Beast from Beyond. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I don't really like it. Again, I don't think this map is phenomenal at all. I think it kind of looks poo-poo. I think it's not fun to play, and I'm thinking that it's a bad map, and that I'm just going to leave it there and just leave it at where it is. I don't want to play it really that much. I would rather play it over like World War II zombies, but God almighty, it sucks. I mean, I'd rather play Farm, I'll be honest. Die Rise. Die Rise, very good map. I hated this map just because I fell off the map 30,000 times. Easter egg, I mean, it's not that great. Wonder Weapon gives it some love. The Wonder Weapon is very, very, very cool. I think it's a great Wonder Weapon. I wish we could get like some new Wonder Weapon kind of similar to it. I mean, the closest thing we have is the Chronicles version of Die Rise. That doesn't really count. But this map, it's not bad. Colors are pretty good. I don't really love the layout because, again, you're on a skyscraper. I mean, what, you just fall, you fall to your death. I'm putting it in good. It's a good map. It's not a bad map at all. I'm putting it behind everything else, though. I'd rather play all these maps above Die Rise 100%, though. Let's go next. Moon. Okay, we got Chronicles Moon, and then we got Moon. I'm putting it in great. It's a good map. It's a great map. I just would rather play with Gobblegums because I just get that experience. But Moon, again, we talked about Moon already. It's a good map. It's not too shabby. Now we got Shangri-La again. Oh, Shangri-La without Gobblegum, again, it's going to be worse. I think it's significantly worse just because the Gobblegum helped make the map a little bit easier to play. I'm going to put it back here, and honestly, I'm putting it in average. I'd rather play Chronicles that much better. I think Chronicles is that much better. That might be a diss on everything else, but I think Chronicles, Black Ops 3, that whole system gives it a huge, huge boost. And as you guys can see, Incredible and Best, they are just by themselves. There is nothing else even near it. I'll be honest. Let's go. Okay. I'm not even going to say this name. I'm not even going to talk about it. Let's just put it back here. Let's just put it here. Okay. Let's just not talk about it and go next because that is disgusting. Okay. Dead of the Night. Oh, this is going to be controversial. Dead of the Night is, I'm going to put it right here for now, but it is one of the most part heavy maps I've ever played. It's like I was trying to do the Easter egg. Okay, we need a guide for silver bullets. We need a guide for the wonder weapon. We need a guide for the second part of the wonder weapon. We need a guide for the third part of the wonder weapon. We need a shield. First of all, then we got a werewolf, and then we got these stupid vampires that chase you at the speed of light. Overall, though, hear me out. The map layout isn't bad. You got a little hub. You got a couple access points to different areas of the map. The wonder weapon is sick, even though it sucks to get. For me personally, I think it's one of the most part-intensive maps I've ever played. Would I rather play it over any of these maps? I'm not too sure. I think it's a good map, but I think it's average. So we're putting it in average. It's one of the maps that we don't really have to talk about. You know what I mean? It's a good map. I mean, Black Ops 4 if Black Ops 4 had the Gobblegum system, probably the map would be a little higher, but it didn't. So let's go next. Terra Maledicta. I've never played this map. I'll be honest. I've never played that. I don't even know what game that's from. I think that's probably Vanguard, because that is such... I'm going to look it up. Let me look it up. Let's see. Let's see what map that's from. I really think... Yeah, that was Vanguard. Absolutely not. I played Vanguard Zombies for about 5 minutes. I spawned in, looked, and saw portals, and I said, no, I'm out. There's no chance. Next, Chronicles Shinonuma. Shinonuma, it's a fun map. I mean, you get the OG Shinonuma where you go around like 50,000. I mean, guys, it was so... There was like 24 or 34 zombies per round. It was so easy. But Chronicles Shinonuma, it's not a bad map at all. I don't think it's a great map. I think it's a good map. I'd play it. I mean, it's a fun map. Nothing really too crazy to it. No Easter egg. Map looks all right. I mean, it's pretty gray, but on Chronicles, it's a little bit better. That's why I like Chronicles so much better. There's more color. There's more life to each map, in my opinion. Let's go next. Chronicles Origins. Oh, God. Guys, this is... Chronicles Origins is... It's a good map. I mean, we talked about Origins already. Chronicles Origins, in my opinion, is incredible. Just because the Gobblegum factor, the map looks better, the Easter egg is better to do, in my opinion. I enjoy it more on Origins Chronicles. It's just... I think Origins is a good map, but I think the Gobblegum pushes it up a little bit better. I think it's incredible. I mean, I didn't mean to diss it and put Origins in great. I think Chronicles is just significantly better, in my opinion. I won't put it at best, because I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's one of the best maps ever. I really don't. I think it's a good map. Don't think it's one of the best. I really don't. Final Reich. I think this map was... I think this is the first map in World War II Zombies. I honestly didn't think it was that bad of a map. I truly didn't. The Easter egg was all right to do. I thought the boss was really sick. I'm going to put it right here in front of Shaolin Shuffle just because I didn't love it, but I mean, the Easter egg was all right to do. The map, it was like a cool thing. They tried going a little horror with zombies. I don't think that's what zombies should be, because as you see, you have zombies in Spaceland where they're in a theme park and you have clowns running around, and that's one of the greatest maps of all time. I mean, you don't need to go dark. You do not. Let's go next. Firebase Z. I love Cold War Zombies. I think Cold War Zombies is a phenomenal interpretation of zombies. I think there's some things that obviously don't work. I liked how you could upgrade perks. The armor system, I mean, whatever. I didn't really like it, but I think if they changed some things, kind of went back to the old health system on Cold War, it would be even better. But Firebase Z, not a bad map. I think the Mimic spam goes crazy. I think it's a good map. I don't think it's a great map. I'd probably play it over Shinonuma and Die Rise. But yeah, I think Firebase Z isn't bad. It's not a bad map, but not one of the greatest. You know what I mean? Shinonuma, I'm putting it right behind here. I think the Gobblegum helps it. I think it's a good map, but I just think Shinonuma right behind there. It's pretty fun even in the OG version, just because you can go for such high rounds. But I might honestly put normal Shinonuma over just because you can go for such high rounds, in my opinion. I think that's a fun time. Let's go next. Rave in the Redwoods. Okay, Rave in the Redwoods is, I mean, we do have, again, we have Zombies in Spaceland, Infinite Warfare, Rave in the Redwoods, Infinite Warfare. I think it's an all right map. I didn't like the mode where you go all neon. I didn't like that. I thought the Easter egg really wasn't that fun. I didn't really enjoy the map. I thought it was an all right map. I'd probably put it in average. It really wasn't anything special. I'd probably rather play all these over that. I mean, it wasn't the greatest map. It really wasn't. Now we have Chronicles Kino der Toten. Now, what'd I just say? We have Chronicles Kino. Don't even listen to me, okay? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. I think Chronicles Kino is better than normal Kino just because you have that Gobblegum aspect. I think it's a good map still. I wouldn't put it in great. I think it's just good. Me and my friend were going for high rounds, and All you do is get round robin and you just pop it. You have 4 people, you're in round 105 minutes. It's insane. But that's besides the point. That's 100% besides the point. Now we have Dirt and Fang. I'll be honest, boys, never played this map. Again, later in World War II, later in Vanguard, I never played any of the zombies maps because I realized how bad it was. And I'm like, I'm not even going to give this a chance. So I'm sorry if you like that, zombies. I don't. I think it's horrible. Now we have Attack the Radioactive Thing. If I wanted to be a scientist, I would have went to school for it, but I don't. I do not. I think the map is horrible. I think I hate how it starts out gray. I know you can make it into color, but once you turn on the color, there's barely any color, first of all. And the Easter egg, it's not fun. Boss fight gives it a little bit more life, but I'd put this in bad. I'd almost put it in worst, but I'm putting it in bad. I would rather play Shaolin. Don't ask me why. I'd rather play all of these before Attack the Radioactive Thing. I really don't like it that much. I truly don't. Der Riese. Okay, we put the giant up top. We put Der Riese. That's a great question. Der Riese, again, one of the greatest maps of all time. You have the PPSH in normal Der Riese. You pack a punch it. Oh, it's a great feeling. I'm probably going to put it in Incredible behind Chronicles Origins, but Der Riese and the Giant, I mean, they're phenomenal maps. I love the OG PPSH. The new PPSH and the Giant, I mean, guys, you can't pass the OG one. It's just one of the best guns of all time. Then you get like the Browning, which just feels so good. Oh, and the Wunderwaffe. Oh, don't even get me started. Let's go next. Voyage of Despair. Okay. This map was named perfectly because every time you play it or want to try the Easter egg, you're in complete despair. I mean, it's one of the worst Easter eggs of all time just because that stupid clock step. I want to freaking cry when I do it. But I don't enjoy the map because it's so close quarters. I think there's just a lot of aspects that I truly don't like about the map. I think it's again, Black Ops 4's system kind of threw out all these maps. I don't think Black Ops 4, if Black Ops 4 had the Gobblegum system, a lot of these maps would have been in good or great, even incredible, maybe best, but it's going to go in average. It's an average map. I don't really like it that much. It's not one of the greatest maps of all time. The Darkest Shore, never played it either, guys. I did not play these maps. I saw Gray. I watched the trailers. I'd watch some people play it, and I'm like, this is not for me. Let's just skip over that. Der Eisendrache. Okay, guys. This is, in my opinion, one of the best maps of all time. It is incredible. It's like Origins, but better. I'll be honest. I think Origins is worse than this because Der Eisendrache, it's easier to get into. The Easter egg is phenomenal. The boss fight is phenomenal. This is the greatest zombies map of all time. I'll die on that hill. Der Eisendrache is the greatest zombies map of all time. BO3 did it right on the first DLC expansion. They killed it. Going for the bows, getting the lightning bow. It's super easy getting around 100. It's super easy. Easter egg is super easy to do it solo, duo. It doesn't matter. It's such an easy map, but it's such a fun and well-made map. Again, do it again. Oh my God. Remaster it. It's been 9 years. We have Ascension. This is normal Ascension. I'm putting it all the way, and honestly, I'm putting it in bad. I'm putting it in bad just because Chronicles Ascension, we had a Gobblegum to help us with monkeys. Like if I want a nuke, I think nukes get rid of the monkeys. I'm trying to think, but I liked Ascension, but the monkeys just ruined any experience of Ascension for me. They really did. It really sucks that if the monkeys weren't there, the map would be absolutely phenomenal, but it's not amazing for me. Ancient Evil, this is one of those BO4 maps that, I mean, the Easter egg, the cutscenes are good. Just playing the map is a little rough, I'll be honest. The boss fight, I thought it was all right. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's mediocre at best. I mean, it's not one of the greatest. Would I play it over Voyage? Yes. Would I play it over Rave? Yes. Would I play it over Dead of the Night? Honestly, yeah. Would I play it over these? I mean, probably. I'm going to put it right here in the middle in good. I think Ancient Evil, it's not a bad map at all. It's one of the better, it's probably the best Black Ops 4 maps that we have. But again, the system, the Liquid Divinium system or whatever they have, I don't even know what they call it, but it's not a great system, and it just kind of brings everything down with it. But now we have Outbreak. Guys, you know where this is going. You know exactly where this is going right here. Terrible. Not even going to talk about it. It's just, first of all, actually, let's talk about the pack-a-punch system for a second. 2,500 for each. 20 times you can do that, right? So that's a lot of points. Then if you want to do it to 25 times, you have to complete the Easter egg. So then you got a lot going on. There's too much going on for me to even enjoy it. I don't want to train by flying in the sky. I want to train on the ground, and I can't train on the ground because sometimes they EMP you, and then you can't fly. It's just too much. It's just too much. The Shadow Throne, never played it. Never played it. Guys, I'm sorry. World War II, not my game. Never really played it. On to the next. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is one of those maps that are just notorious for being phenomenal. It has a good Easter egg. It has a great story to it. Oh God, it has just everything about it is really, really, really solid. I think that it's one of the better maps in all of Zombies history. I'm going to put it in great, but at the end, I'll be honest, I don't think it's better than any of the other maps in front of it. Mob is a great time. I just didn't click with it. When I went in ghost mode, I honestly didn't like it. I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. I didn't like it. I was just saying that. I did not like ghost mode. I think the map it's all right. Nothing too crazy about it. I know people are going to hate me and punch me in the throat, but I didn't think it was phenomenal. I really didn't. Now we have Forsaken. Forsaken is one of the Cold War maps that, I mean, I think it ended everything, and the Easter egg was super. I mean, everything about this map, there's nothing hard about it besides the part that the Easter egg can be done in 15 minutes. I mean, theoretically, basically, let's be honest, it's the easiest thing of all time. I think Cold War Zombies is pretty fun. I think this is one of the worst Cold War Zombies maps. I just really don't like the layout. I truly don't. Actually, this might be the third one. I don't remember which order this is in for Cold War Zombies. I don't remember what order the DLC came out in, but I know the map. But I think it's an average map. I'm probably playing it above town, probably above Dead of the Night, I'll be honest. Forsaken, I mean, just because the Cold War system, I liked Cold War a lot. I think it was a good system. A couple things should have been tweaked, but besides that, you know. Nocturne Totem, I mean, it's the first Zombies map of all time. You can't really hate on it. You really can't. I'll put it in good all the way on top just because it's the first Zombies map of all time. There's really not much to it. You get one big room that has some pillars in it. You get the ray gun and you kind of pray to God, or you sit in the corner above the stairs and you kind of just shoot and pray to God that you don't go down. So, I mean, it's the first Zombies map. Give it some slack. I'm putting it there for some slack. That's literally it. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Okay, I lied. Worst Zombies of all time. It's not even a Zombies map. You can't really, it's not even a Zombies map. So you can't really say it's the worst Zombies map of all time because you're literally playing Warzone or DMZ with zombies running around. It's just, again, Sledgehammer, whatever they touch turns to dust. Not gold, dust. I think Sledgehammer is one of the worst Call of Duty companies that makes games of all time. It's just horrible. Any Black Ops game, I love. Sledgehammer games, I despise. I just can't be bothered. I think Sledgehammer really aren't good at making Call of Duties. I think, sure, they made MW 2019, but they ruined everything with MW 2019. They ruined it. Took out the OG Prestige system, added this crazy movement, which is fun to play with, and you can break people's cameras, but they ruined the Prestige system. They ruined the camo system because now they got a ton of different, like, I want to do 100 headshots. That might be controversial, but I want to do 100 headshots. That might be very controversial. But MW 2019 just threw everything off, and for the past 4 or 5 years, we've had the worst Call of Duties ever besides Cold War. So that's my take on it. Just don't even talk to me. Nuketown. Okay, we put Alpha Omega at the very bottom, but I actually enjoyed Nuketown, regular Nuketown. I think it's pretty bad, but I think it's a solid map. I remember there was a glitch where you could like jump on a wall off the balcony and you could kind of just sit there and you just shoot down on the zombies. That was my favorite thing to do. I think it's a bad map. I don't think it's a great map, but we're just going to put it at the bottom and call it a day. Now we got Buried. Buried, oh, I love Buried. Buried is one of the best maps that I've ever played. I mean, the Paralyzer is a phenomenal wonder weapon. It's one of the best wonder weapons ever. You play in the hallway. You have a ton of cool traps on that map. I think this map is truly, truly great. I'll probably put it behind Origins. I think it's a great map, though. I don't think it's better than Zetsubo, but I think Buried is a really fun map to play. I could put it in Incredible, but I mean, it's almost there. It's right there. It's right there. Now we got Revelations. Revelations, super easy to get to around 100. Super easy to, I mean, the Easter egg isn't super easy, but it's a fun Easter egg. I enjoy it. Sure, the steps make literally no sense in any chronological order. Makes no sense. The map looks great. It's a fun time. I'm putting it in Incredible. That might be controversial. I think it's better than OG Origins, not better than Chronicles Origins. But Revelations, it's a really fun map to play. It's got a ton of wonder weapons. It's got a ton of different map aspects of maps we love. Sure, there's like 1 new or 2 new areas on the map. Everything else is just recycled, but I enjoy it. I think it's a great map. The Easter egg is pretty fun to do, but I'll die on that hill. That's fine. Bus Depot. Bus Depot, I mean, this is pretty bad. We're putting it right there. It's in the worst category. It's going to be right in front of Alpha Omega because Alpha Omega is absolutely dog shit. I'll be honest. But Bus Depot, I mean, out of all of Transit, it's one of the worst areas. I mean, I'd rather play Farm. I know that's controversial. I'd rather play Farm than Bus Depot. Bus Depot just isn't a fun time for me. I don't really enjoy it. If I wanted to get, I think if you had wanted to get the ray gun, it was like a 1 in 100 chance. It's like, why in the world would I do that? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's one of the worst. Now we got Shadows of Evil. Okay. Shadows of Evil started something phenomenal in Black Ops 3. Shadows of Evil is always a great map to play. It's phenomenal. People think of this as one of the best zombies map of all time, and I do too. I'm putting this right behind Zombies in Spaceland. This started everything on Black Ops 3. You got the Apothicon Servant. I still like Zombies in Spaceland better. Don't hurt me. Please don't injure me. But I think Shadows is great. You have the Apothicon Servant. I wish you could upgrade the Apothicon Servant in the map, because that would make the map literally probably better than Zombies in Spaceland. Not better than DE, but it's a great map. It's super fun to play. If you ever want to play zombies, you could play either of these at any time and have a great time. There's really no dissonant. I think it's a phenomenal map, and we all know it too. Now we got Classified. Classified is 5, just with steroids. I mean, it's 5. What do you want me to say? I mean, it's a good time. Would I play it every day? Absolutely not. I think, is it better than OG 5? Yes. I think in the Black Ops 4 system, obviously, it's not a great system, but I'm going to put it above regular 5 and just kind of call it there. I don't think it's a phenomenal map. I don't think the remaster was really made phenomenally, but I'm just going to leave it at there just because I like the way it feels. I know that might be weird, but I like the way it feels better than OG 5. That's it. I'll say that. Now we got Verrückt. Verrückt is one of those maps where you play it. This is OG Verrückt, by the way. OG Verrückt. Verrückt is one of those maps where you play to be like, can I get to round 7? You know, it's one of the hardest maps I've ever played in my life. There's really no room to mess up on. You have to train in like a 4x4 room. So Verrückt is a really fun map to play when you're going for challenges, when you're going for, I don't know, trying to get the highest round you possibly can. Good luck getting around 100 on this. I'll tell you that. Good luck. If you get to it, I'll give you $1. That's it. But this map, it's average. I wouldn't say it's a great map. It's a fun map to play. Would I put it above all of these maps? Probably not. It's a good map to play. I mean, I'm not dissing on it, but it's not one of the greatest maps of all time at no extent. Now we got Transit. Transit is, I mean, Transit's a map. It's definitely a map. The Easter egg is mediocre at best. The Wonder Weapon is poo-poo. It's one of the worst Wonder Weapons, maybe the worst Wonder Weapon of all time. Besides Call of the Dead and Transit go hand in hand. I mean, their Wonder Weapons are just poo-poo. I mean, they're good ideas. Just give them more power. I mean, why are we having Wonder Weapons that don't kill zombies? It just doesn't make sense to me why we make guns in zombies that are bad. It's zombie. Who is winning? It just doesn't make sense. But Transit, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't hate the map, but I don't love it. It's not a good map. It's not an average map. It's a bad map. I'm putting it right above Final Rake. I mean, it's one of the better bad maps. I'll be honest. It's one of the better bad maps, but I mean, the only thing that kind of saves it is that it was in Black Ops 2 and I have some nostalgia. I mean, that's really it. Nostalgia just saved its ass. It could have been in worst. I'll be honest. Gorod Krovi. Black Ops 3, let's be honest here. I'm just going to put it here for now, but we have 1, 2, 3. I mean, if we add Chronicles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps in the top 2 tiers. That is incredible. Black Ops 3 is the greatest zombies game of all time. You just really can't fight it. Gorod Krovi, though, is one of the best zombies maps I've ever played. I think it's the top of incredible. It has the Ray Gun Mark III. The dragons are sick to ride on. The Easter egg is super fun to do. The boss fight is incredible. I think this map is absolutely phenomenal. I'll play it any day of the week. It's a great, great map. I won't put it in best just because I don't know. It doesn't have that best feeling for me. It's incredible. Don't get me wrong, but it's not one of the best. It's not. Now we have Chronicles Noct. I mean, it's just Nocturne Totem on steroids, essentially. We have Gobblegum. I'm putting it right above. Nothing really too special about it. It's really nothing special about it. It's Noct. What do you expect? The Arkin, I have never played, which is going to shove down there. Never even heard about it. Shido Numa Reborn. I don't even know where this is from. Is this from Vanguard? I'm not even going to... I've never played it. I've never played the Reborn version, so I'm not going to talk about it because I really, really don't know about it. Frozen Dawn, I also have never played. Guys, I'm sorry. For any World War II or Vanguard Zombies fans, I have never played the maps besides like Final Reich. I really haven't. So I'm very sorry if you love those games, which I'm sure none of you will ever say you love those maps because there's no way any of you are that sick. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Outbreak. Outbreak was a new way of playing zombies, and it started the path for MW3 Zombies to think they could do what they did. Outbreak, it's not a bad idea. You can't call it zombies. It's not round-based zombies. You can't. It's like a new version of zombies that started an epitome of bad zombies experiences. For that reason, I'm putting it all the way in bad. Just because it started such a bad trend of zombies, they gave the option of making this larger zombies mode, and MW3 Zombies was like, sign me up. Let's just do that. It's easier. We can use the same Warzone map. We'll add a couple circles and call it a zombies experience. You guys, it started a terrible trend, and we can't let it happen. Mauer der Toten. Mauer der Toten is one of my more favorite zombies maps in Cold War. I thought it was really cool when you open up Pack-a-Punch or just open up the starting area and you got the guys in a circle and they're like, I think it's really cool. I think the colors are pretty sick. I think Cold War did a pretty good job. I think it's going in the good category, but where does it go in good? Is it better than Firebase Z? Yes. Is it better than Ancient Evil? No. I'm putting it right there. I think it's a good map. I just don't think it's one of the greatest. Again, if it was in like if any of these maps was in Black Ops 3, it automatically would be higher. I mean, it just makes sense. Now we got Chronicles Verrucht. I mean, Verrucht was already, we put Verrucht all the way back here in average. I think, again, when you add Gobblegums to any game, it's going to make it better. So I'm going to put it all the way above classified here. I think it's much more fun with Gobblegum because you can do different challenges on it. You can kind of try different strategies to get higher rounds. Again, you have Perkaholic, so automatically better. But now we got Tag der Toten. I just played this map for the first time recently, and honestly, it wasn't a bad time. It reminded me of Call of the Dead because it basically is Call of the Dead. It's literally a remake, but expanded in different versions. But again, BO4 system brings it down. I don't think the map layout is bad. Obviously, it's not like it is like Call of the Dead's map layout, but it's obviously different. I don't think it's a bad map at all. I'd probably put it in average. I really wouldn't really put it above anything else. I'd put it probably behind Forsaken and just leave it there. I think BO4 Zombies, it's an average experience. If I do I've never done the Easter egg for Tag, I'll be honest. I've never done the Easter egg. Maybe the Easter egg would be a lot of fun. I really don't know, though. I don't know. Now we have IX. IX is one of the, if not the best BO4 Zombies map out there. It's a fun time. I thought it was really cool to do the Easter egg. I thought the boss fight was super sick. The big ass elephant boy, he's going in there looking like a tank. I think this map is a great map. Will it be incredible? No. Is it better than Mob? No. I think it's a great map. I think it's super fun. Actually, I think it is better than Mob. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm putting it up here behind Buried. I think it's a phenomenal map. I don't know why I was giving Mob more credit. I mean, listen, Mob's a great map. Don't hate on me. But I think IX just stay right there. It's a great map. The Wonder Weapon is fun. I thought, again, this might be a stupid thing to think about, but when you're in the Pack-a-Punch room and you see the skulls on the wall, I thought that's a really sick aspect. And then you got the Easter egg where you have to look for a skull. I mean, it's pretty fun. Now you got Blood of the Dead. Okay, we're putting in, I'm kidding. We're not putting in best at all. This Easter egg takes 7 hours. You need a PhD. Getting across the bridge is a heart attack on steroids. If you can complete this Easter egg, you're one of the greatest Zombies players of all time. This is going in bad, and it's going all the way in the back. It's terrible. I mean, talk about ruining a great map. Bomb of the Dead, great. Blood, terrible. If you're going to make a map that bad, make the Easter egg a little better. I mean, the Easter egg is the bird step makes you want to cry. It's just not a fun time. If I wanted to not have fun, I would go play Advanced Warfare Zombies, but don't put it on BO4. I mean, BO4, it's an all right game. Just don't ruin it even more. It sucks. D Machine. D Machine, one of my favorite Zombies maps of all time. It's truly one of my favorites. I think it's a great map. The Easter egg is, I mean, it's a little too easy, I'll be honest. It's way too easy. The hardest part is not knowing the Wonder Weapon upgrade steps, but you watch a 5-minute video, you can get it down pretty quickly. But D Machine, it was a great start to Cold War, and they kind of fell off, I'll be honest. But D Machine, it's a phenomenal map. I would definitely put it in the incredible category. I'd probably put it behind Chronicles Origins. I think this map is absolutely incredible. Whenever I want to play zombies or train or go for around 100, I'll probably go on D Machine. I think it's one of the greatest Zombies maps of all time. But this is my Zombies tier list. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with. Again, my categories are Easter eggs, how it looks, how it plays, replayability, a little bit of nostalgia hints in there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to get more into zombies and all of this OG. I want to, be a phenomenal Zombies player. That's really it. But if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how bad or good my tier list is. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.